Hi, everybody. I want you to know on December 28th at 10 p.m. At Unity Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I am going to do a burning bowl ceremony. And first of all, I'd like to invite you, whether you can come by Zoom, we live stream, and it's a very important ceremony for us to have at the end of the year, because it's time to let go of the stuff that's not working for us anymore. But for some unknown reason, we're hanging on to it. And forgiveness. Maybe we need, I want to start with maybe we really need to forgive something about ourselves, that we're carrying shame or remorse about. Or maybe there's some bad habit that we have that we really need to let go of. In letting go, we're making room for truth to be birthed in our mind. It's clearing up our hearts and making room for more love to flow in and to flow out. I always share with people at life celebration services, when we die and we get to the other side, we're going to be asked two questions. And I believe Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross said this. You're going to be asked, how did you love? And how did you allow yourself to be loved? Just think about those two questions. To me, I think forgiveness of myself and of other people is a major key in my spiritual development, my awakening of my Christ consciousness, really coming in touch with the power of God within me. I was talking with a friend the other day and I mentioned forgiveness. And she told me, well, I don't want to forgive her. She doesn't deserve unconditional love. Why should I unconditionally love her? And I shared with her that forgiveness was for her, not for the other person. Because when we don't forgive, we carry a heavy burden in our hearts. It's a heavy weighted energy. And now it is time for us to let go of that negative energy and step more into the light. It's not about whether or not the other person deserves it. My personal opinion is I feel that we all deserve it. And the more that we forgive ourselves, the less that we will judge and condemn other people, because we're practicing acceptance, non-resistance. We're practicing love in our life, just like Jesus did. And it's just time at the end of the year to let go of the stuff that's not working for us anymore. And what is that for you? Sometimes it could be getting angry or quick to judge. It could be gossip. People like to talk about other people because it it helps them not to talk about themselves. So we'll gossip about other people. My mom always used to say, if you don't have anything good to say, then don't say anything. And I never realized how profound and deep that was until I got much older. So what is it this year that you want to leave behind and not carry into the new year with? It's about clearing up the energetics of negative energy, clearing up the energetics of things that aren't working for us anymore. It's about letting go of our past. our past mistakes, our wrong choices. Because what do we get out of beating ourselves up? Or what do we get by beating somebody else up for what they did? Does it just make us feel better about ourselves when we're gossiping about another person? Does it give us a better than attitude? I really want you to think about what you want to let go and start writing it down on a sheet of paper, because part of the ceremony is about burning it. And fire is cleansing. And when we see that piece of paper burn, our subconscious mind picks up on that cleansing and that purification process. And it helps us to release and let go. And maybe we have to write down on that sheet of paper that we need to stop hanging on to stuff that isn't serving us. If you stop to think about it, all the things that aren't serving us are the nasty things. Yeah. I just want for all of us to birth more of that Christ consciousness. And again, we have to make room for it. We got to let go of the old. And we have to stop selling ourselves short. And when we step into the new year, we want to have more of an open mind and an open heart to receive the truth that's going to set us free. So I really hope that you take the time to join us on December 28th at 10 o'clock in the Burning Bowl service. You know, Jesus said, where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. And it becomes more powerful. It's things that we can do on our own, but we're coming to a conclusion of a year, and we're going to be walking into a new year. And I'm going to do a short on, new beginnings. But first, let's get rid of the old so we can let in the new. When one door closes, another one will open. But sometimes we get impatient in between. And a beautiful teacher, Reverend Richard Billings, said, when you're in that waiting zone, in that waiting hallway, Patty, that's where God is either protecting you from something or preparing you for something. Yeah. And it's so true. So when I get impatient, I have to remember that. But make your list. I encourage you to do this. And do a meditation before you make this list and see what comes up and write it down. And when you're done, fold it up and let's burn it. Let's let it go. Let's release it to the universe for it not to return back onto us. And then when we do that, praise God. Just rejoice that you are now free from those heavy burdens. I love you. I bless you. And I behold the Christ in you. I think you're an incredible soul that has incredible things to do in life. And let's not let the weight of the world on our minds and our hearts to hold us back. Worry does not serve us. Worry is negative prayer. Because remember, our thoughts are prayers. God bless you, and I will always love you. Thank you for joining me and listening.